small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Why?
The woman still has no response. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot... That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM... During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay then. Was there... No, it's not a particularly... The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but...
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful, blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of...
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the loop...
No, not true.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it.
I'm afraid you and I are You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, later. Well, good.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on...
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of Lieutenant.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means...
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you... Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation. What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. What? Think?
The lieutenant produces his small... You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hand. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been... That's correct?
That makes him a Beano-clad. Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
I can assure you, detective, that I've passed all the required...
You may not remember taking any little tests, but you're strong as a goddamn ox. Anyone can see that.
Just because your precinct has a reputation for cracking skulls doesn't mean that's the only way to solve a case. Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? Frankly, detective, you're in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without close supervision. In fact, under normal circumstances, I'd be duty-bound to report you. Take it as a token of... That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. You might. It's important not to let one's style interfere with their work.
Only banal things strike you. And one you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one... An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III." What did he do? You have no idea what you did. High above you, the king stands triumphantly.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it none. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a...
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure...
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular.
Whatever you say, officers. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the race. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural...
Oh?
Don't push your luck, Runt.
A colorful there, in that dark green glove.
Sure. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That's the... Never forget. The whole world. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grad maiden. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see the driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. Large...
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Draped...
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy. Slightly scared.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. cause gives the workers strength. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask them the questions, like, why we have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They do right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us.
We are not picking a pity.
Let us work! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the image. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't.
honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis.
I have a question. Why do all these men...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to...
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him...
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor, for an honest union man like me. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. I walk right past... Yeah, the 2.5-meter-tall Semini supremacist there. Then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union.
Nobody betrayed.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degenerate.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your jaw...
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman, and your... This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger mater...
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is... No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental haplogroup B4. Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup? You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like you dominated. You will be super...
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach.
It is my task to keep the degenerate tongues from entering it. That bring your troops to the Seminine Islands. The walls will be lined.
This is your chance. He's talking. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate. How did this happen? Your little...
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook. We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile.
The lieutenant...
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the...
Not bad advice.
Let's talk about our right to work. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If main gate's locked, would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Yeah. Giant on the bridge that kicked your ass. Head measurer. Won't let the workers by. The accent, bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the...
A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 braves. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants.
Hey, you can't smoke in here. Please.
Shut up. It's already happening. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body.
In the bottom right corner.
You see a set of tire tracks in a brown cop habit. This isn't case-related, you think. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred in your habit. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. According to the cafeteria manager, the driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. Whether
you could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time. An inconspicuous pile of the root because it's nice and orderly. No, there's more to this. Hard to say. It's gone now. It's nothing. Someone. There are several footprints. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker...
Noted.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell...
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your... Too late. It's impossible to keep it until a pool of vomit lies up.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia. That young woman, if she doesn't have it...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the wipe check.
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick!
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that! You should throw the...
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Shitload pig. What you...
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's choking!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck...
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't... I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. Look, Kuno doesn't explain.
Yeah, her.
That's just some shit, Roof.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed Gimp.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
We are way beyond normal already. We are in the Star Chamber.
Are you having a seizure in Kuno's yard now? In an eye. Fuck are you talking about? Ask me.
They're trying to make you...
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack.
No, it's not fucking Kuno.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic tree house. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno, primal, violent.
Yeah, think about it.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno! Help! Help!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pig's in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
Pig's trying not to cry. Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno...
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
Yeah, you deserve this. Trying to show your dick to Kuno. Kuno was scared. Kuno...
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and do something worth...
Look, see?
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Fucking what, Pig? Cool what?
I think he broke his...
You better come up with a way to make Kuno forget you.
Put it away.
Back off, fuck eyes. Kuno is a man.
The lieutenant doesn't like this. It may be less destructive to your working relationship.
Man! Okay, Porkson. Tar keeps Kuno sharp. Helps Kuno think. Kuno like... We're cool now. But don't be pulling...
Historical revisionism has taken place.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80?
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Kuno...
Hello again, officer? Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff.
There, he still is. Look. There, he still is. Looking, right? You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoo. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabaton, ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel, fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield in...
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that...
I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. Come here. You wanna fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the besmirties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to ignore?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total Victopaz.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages. By catching, do you mean, let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them? It means disciplinary hearing.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp. Your fist connects to the boot with the...
Did you hear that? A click? This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly... If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. The stench fills your nostrils as you push downward.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his...
Brutal!
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about... What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? You do understand the boots are steeped in cadaverine odor. You have a point there, detective. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off? But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better